Welcome to another teaching, learning, and coaching experience of Identified Point Fire. We are Jolyn and Bob Esquerre.
Today, we're going to talk about the figure 8 drill. The figure 8 drill. Where does this come from? In combat focused shooting, we have a concept called the skill development cycle that has 3 specific distinct segments. The third segment, the figure 8 drill, falls into, and that segment, quite frankly, is a simulation drill. What is a simulation drill? The goal and the objective of the figure 8 drill is to put everything together that the students have been training over the past several days, weeks, months, and or years, depending on the skill sets, to see if it really works, to see if their skills are deliverable in a realistic 360-degree environment. 360 degrees and compared to standing at a countertop in an indoor range, shooting at a target, not moving, and believing, quite frankly, that in a dynamic critical incident real-life scenario or combat ambush, the target is going to stand there and wait for you to engage them and shoot them and stop them from being a deadly threat. That's anything but the truth. The figure 8 drill, quite frankly, is the test. It's the test of our students' ability to do several things. Number 1, can they recognize the target once we call the appropriate up command? Number 2, are they going to move laterally to make the bad guy swing their gun so they will potentially miss our student? Number 3, we're looking at evaluating the student's presentation skill sets from the holster. Number 4, we're looking at the student execute multiple strings of fire while maintaining a balance of speed and precision. Next, we're looking at the student's ability to handle the multiple target process from combat focused shooting, and more importantly, finally, the student's ability to execute the critical incident reload process efficiently, seamlessly, consistently to get the results they've been trained to get.
Before we start the drill, we're going to go through the different targets and you will understand what it is that we're going to be accomplishing today. Each target is going to have a series of letters or numbers or a combination of.
In addition to that consideration, we're also looking at the uniqueness, the characteristics that are going to dictate and impact each student's balance of speed and precision. For example, right here, we have the threat who's holding a gun, but it's not pointing at the student. However, next to the threat, innocent bystander. How will this play out as the student recognizes the target, which will impact their balance of speed and precision?
This target is a little more difficult. As you can see, he is wearing a bulletproof vest. So precision really comes into play here in that you have to be very careful. However, the gun is pointed at you and he does have his finger on the trigger. The threat is behind cover. It looks like concrete, but we don't know what is behind this barrier here. So you have a potential for going through the wall perhaps and hurting another person, or even worse, a ricochet back to you. So the gun is pointed at you, the finger is on the trigger. The balance of speed and precision comes into play here as well, because how fast is too fast, how slow is too slow, taking into consideration that he is behind a barrier here and that you could be hurt also.
And more importantly, his full torso is not exposed. So the surface area of available hits is limited and restricted, again, dictated by the characteristics of that target. So, shall we start?
Yes.
Charlie! Victor! Let me ask you a question, Jolyn. Why are you breathing so hard?
Well, when you start walking and you're anticipating that you're going to have to shoot because there's a threat coming after you, don't know where the threat is, your heart starts to race. I find that it really gets up there as we go on through the skill.
Now let me ask you a question. Even though intellectually you know what's on the targets, did that knowledge help to minimize your stress at all?
Not really.
Right.
Not really. I think that you have to still keep your head about you and be very careful where you shoot, as you can see.
Exactly. As we look at this first target, one miss, but the other 5 shots hit the target. And again, the objective was to hit the target and not to hit the innocent bystander. So we've accomplished both objectives for this specific target.
Right.
Good. Okay. Let's come to this target, Jolyn. You've got 1 miss. For some reason, you like hitting these frames, but 1 out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Now here's a question I have. This particular hit looks like it hit his hoodie. So since it hit the hoodie and not him, I'm gonna give you a second miss. But all the other ones are right there. But again, the intent is to hit the target, not to hit the distractions, and definitely not to hit the innocent bystander.
Perhaps I should have aimed a little lower on this.
That sounds familiar.
Yes.
Balance with speed and precision. Absolutely. Good. Perfect. This target, definitely problematic. He's wearing a bulletproof vest, which gave you an opportunity for what? Headshot only. 4 shots fired, 4 shot hits, no problem. Kind of tight. I would maybe even shoot a little bit faster, but again, well done.
Thank you.
Now, on this one, we had our target behind cover. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds fired, 3 hits, 1 miss right there.
Yes.
What happened to make you make that miss? Do you remember offhand?
I think I was really getting up very nervous at that time, anxious to eliminate the threat, and so I should have slowed down. There's your balance of speed and precision.
Exactly right, exactly. What's too fast, how much is too fast, how much is too slow, and what's the right speed and balance? Absolutely, there you go. So again, but you were stressed out even though intellectually you knew the nature of the targets.
Right.
All right, now as you can see, this line of targets and the pattern that we went through today, from our perspective, is what we call entry level 1. Why entry level 1? Because the pattern is very simple yet multidimensional, as you notice, Jolyn, weaving in and out in that figure 8, and the instructor having the option of causing stress by calling out specific letters, numbers, and or combination of numbers and letters to get a higher level of stress and reactions from each and every student. The second consideration is this. In a fully spaced out outdoor range, we have more flexibility to take the target line that's very linear and start to move it in multi-dimensions and make turns and circular patterns in addition to changing the figure 8 movement pattern as well. So again, you can take it from level 1, the way we have it right here, to level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. You increase the level as the skill level of the student increases exponentially as well. Challenge, challenge, challenge. As they get better, they'll make more mistakes. You challenge them more, they become more proficient. Challenge them again, challenge them, and challenge them.
Thank you so much for watching today. We hope you enjoyed our video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Please don't hesitate to call or email us if you have any questions or thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you.